All righty, kids. What is going on? We are doing some website breaks, which y'all know you're my favorite people in the world when we do website breaks. So thank you all for being here. We don't have to run through all the nonsense we have to run through over on eBay. And, yeah, you know, it's just fun over here on YouTube. Andrew, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Anyway, so thank you all so much for going to the website. Every little bit helps over there. We will continue to chug away. I got some new stuff we're going to put up tomorrow. So keep an eye out over there. We got a lot of releases this month, thank God. Topps Chrome update next week. We got Archives, Cosmic, Heritage High Number, 5-star. There's something else too I'm forgetting. It's all going to come out in the next like 3 weeks. So, of course, why not release it all around Christmas when everybody's got so much money to spend? You know what I mean? Oh, this one, yeah, I have it. It's funny. I was just looking. I was just going through my graded boxes. I haven't had this one out in a long time. It's been a long time since I had it out. It's a 1961. It's got an 84. Near mint 7. Yeah, it's a cool card. I actually got this in a, what did I get? I got this somehow weird. I forget how I got it. I got it in like a Christmas thing or something. Like a, what do they call that? Blind elephant, white elephant, whatever they call that stuff, something like that. I got it in something like that, so it was pretty cool. I love the card though, and I haven't had it out in a long time, so figure why not? Let's bring her out. Stuck in Virginia on a business trip. Where in Virginia? Is someplace good in Virginia, or nope, there's someplace bad in Virginia? Because Virginia is very, you know, you can be out in it, you know what I mean? Or you can be in some really nice places. Anyway, Ginter came out today. I don't know if you guys have seen Ginter yet. The boxes are massive. I don't know why. Like, they're like 3 times the size of any box they've done before. Like, they're huge. But anyway, we got Pick Your Team Ginter up there on the website. I think there's about 10 teams left. Hey, man, if we fill that, we can break that tonight, too. If not, we'll do it in the next few days when it fills up. So anyway, we're here to do some 2025 Topps Update, 3rd Jumbo Case Break, number 305. This was a Pick Your Team, baby. So we got all our teams here. Let's go over them real quick. And then we'll get to it. D-backs, Robert H. Braves, Mike F. Orioles, Robert R. Red Sox, Mike F. Cubs, Bill R. White Sox, Chris H. Reds, Jim D. Guardians, Carl J. Rockies, Robert H. Tigers, Chris H. Royals, David B. Astros, Edward K. Angels, Robert H. Dodgers, Andrew P. Brewers, John T. and Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Robert H. Mets, Edward K. Yankees, Brian G. A's, Andrew P. Phillies, Chris F. Pirates, Eddie K. Cardinals, Robert U. Padres and Giants, Robert H. Mariners, Brian G. Rays, Stephen K. Rangers and Blue Jays, Robert H. And Doug P. has the Nationals down there on the bottom. Oh, yeah, I know where Alexandria is. I know Virginia pretty well. I spent some time down there some years ago. I worked in Virginia for a little bit. And I know it a little bit. So anyway, those are our teams. As always, thank you all so much for being over here. If you are new, and there are a few new names on there, hit that like and subscribe if you would. And let's open some cards. Make it easy. Let's open some cards. What the thing we're here to do. Pro Debut Random also sold out, so we'll do that next after this. Around 10:15-ish. All right. Couple of silver pack lovelies. We'll hold on for later. from Verizon, really. What do you do? What would you do for Verizon? Chester, Virginia. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with Chester, Virginia, but there are a lot of nice places in Virginia. Virginia's also kind of as crazy as it sounds, it's a nice place to travel from if you live. You know, like, it's kind of, you know, to go south, to go north, to go wherever, it's kind of easy, you know, to get from, so. Like when I used to live in Chicago, I traveled a lot. It was always nice because you're kind of middle of the country, you know. A couple hours each direction, you can pretty much cover it, you know. All right, let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Salsa technician. Oh, okay, cool. Is it a good offer? Like, is it, I mean, you said you're mulling it over. It must be pretty decent. Just south of Richmond. Okay, I know where Richmond is, yeah. All right, let's see. What are we starting off with here? Number to 257 of 250, Eric Haas for the Brew Crew. And behind that, Dalen Lyle for the Nationals. And Freddie Freeman All-Star. Gotta fix some piles here. Dalton Rushing Throwback Rookie. And Kyle Tucker Mystical. Just a touch. Oh, I need sleeves. Hold on a sec. Where do my sleeves go? Oh, God. It's too far away actually to get them. Oy, 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 oy. Langley Air Force Base. Robert, who do you work for now? Yeah, I mean, you're a technician, obviously, for someone else. T-Mobile or AT&T or one of those. My thumb is back in partial action. It actually still hurts. I can't believe it. My thumb is still bothering me, but it's back in action enough to get back to top loading at least. To this past weekend, it's you probably can't even see, but you can see it's still red. It's still not 100%. Nebraska. And Cleveland. Wow. They got you going all kinds of crazy places. Is one company known? Oh, I broke my nail and it got all infected and it was a mess. And over the weekend I had to have like a bandage on it. It hurt so bad. I was like having a hard time holding the cards. It was a mess. But it's getting better. For those of you that were in the eBay breaks, I noticed it over the weekend. Are one of the companies considered better to work for? Like, do they have a better reputation than others? All right, for the D-backs, Tim Tawa to 2025. For Robert. And there's a DeGrom All-Star Fuchsia for Texas, also for Robert. Schwallenbach on the Sandstorm. That's right, Sandstorm. Cal Raleigh All-Star. Soderstrom Throwback. And A-Rod MVP 2005. Just working for Dish Boost and AT&T brought them out. Really? It seems like an industry where that happens a lot. Like a lot of companies get bought out and switched, and you know, just kind of comes off that way. Yeah, the thumb thing was stupid. I just literally like broke my nail. I felt like, you know, when you hear pitchers like can't pitch because they have like a blister. That's what I felt like. Like I can't break because of my broken nail. It's so stupid. But of course it got like infected because I'm a guy and didn't take care of it like you should, and then it was all swollen and red and nasty looking. So, oh, another thickie. Man, we are living for thickies these days, boys. Every break, pulling another thickie. All right, let's see. Try not to give it away. Another thickie. All right, let's see what we got. Good luck, everyone. Numbered 7 of 25, Ben Rice. Okay, well, not as good a thickie as they've been, but not horrible either. An orange at Major League Materials for the Yankees. Ben Rice, rookie. Not terrible. 7 of 25. Most of our thickies have been much better than that, though. Congrats to the Yankees. This is Brian. Birdie on the Sandstorm. Judge All-Star. Bags on the throwback. And Ted Williams, 1949 MVP. All right, let me find a top loader for this one real quick. First of all, I need a thick sleeve. You would think, I mean, we had another Major League Material that was like numbered 5. The patch was awesome. You think with it being this thick and numbered 25, it'd have a better patch. That's all. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But there you go for the Yanks. Nice. Jose Herrera and Blake Dunn, rookie auto for the Reds. The Reds. My man Jim D. Here you go, buddy. Jock Peterson, rainbow foil for Tejas. Javi Baez, All-Star. Sugano, throwback. And Matt Shaw, Night Terrors for the Cubbies. Everybody's happy we're over here on YouTube. Because of the eBay bias, as I like to call it. There are people with it, that's for sure. All right, Blake Dunn, rookie auto for the Reds. Robert! What's up, buddy? How about that awesome Yu Darvish coming your way, bud? I was trying to explain to Mike the sorter, because Mike's a huge sports fan, but he knows nothing about cards. I mean, he just knows what he's been learning here. And I was showing him that card, and he's like, oh, it's really cool. I was like, no, you don't get it. Like, these are not easy to hit. He's like, yeah, no, it's cool. It's like, you're supposed to be more excited about it, man. Thing's awesome. Congrats, my friend. All right, for the Rockies, 42 of 99, Thairo Estrada. For Robert, look at that. You got here just in time, Robert. Dylan Carlson on the Sandstorm. Pete Alonso All-Star. Joey Votto on the throwback. And Ellie Black Gold Texas T. Bill, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Oh, yeah? What, in the city? That's cool. All right. Brady Singer Rainbow Foil. Mackenzie Gore All-Star. Sasaki Rookie Throwback. And Johnny Bench 1972 MVP. Yeah, there's in Philadelphia, my father is very good friends with this guy whose daughter runs like the Mural Association of Philadelphia. I know that's not what it's called, but excuse me. Basically, all the murals in Philadelphia that are like approved by the city, she's in charge of, and she hires the artists, and they do this and they do that. And they did a whole series in West Philly where the old stadium was, you know, from the 20s or whatever, and they did all these awesome murals, these old baseball, like vintage baseball murals all over the place. They're so cool looking. All right. Hey, we got another autograph. Look at this guy, Riley Green. Very nice for the Tigers. Who's got the old Tigres tonight? Chris H. Our second auto of the box. What's up with Riley's auto? I don't know what that is, but... Gunnar Hoglund on the Sandstorm. Stephen Kwan All-Star. Joe DiMaggio, throwback. And Bleacher Reachers, Mark McGuire. I can't say I've pulled a ton of Riley Green autos in my life, but I don't. That's looks like Riley's getting a little lazy as his years are going on. Oh, you mean like the... You mean the supercharged boxes, like with the like it's got like baseball stuff and presidential stuff and all different types of stuff in it. Is that what you're talking about? Because I actually have a case of that coming in. I actually just bought one. If that's what you're talking about, they take a little while to ship, so I wasn't gonna post it until I knew it was on its way. Super Break makes them. They're called Super Break Supercharged. Yeah. Keep an eye out. I ordered it a few days ago, and they still have. That's the problem. They ship poorly. They take forever. They still haven't shipped it yet. So I was gonna wait until it's. And they're in California, so they take like 4 or 5 days to get here. So keep an eye out in the next few days. It'll be posted. All right. So we had 2 autos and a big relic so far from this box. Let's see what else we get. All right, 26 of 50 on the flip stock. Andres Munoz for Brian. And behind that, Willie McIver, rookie for the A's. Buxton All-Star. Torque throwback. And Dylan Cruz on the Night Terror rookie. Yeah, they are fun. I like those a lot. They can really be all over the place. And you can pull some really cool stuff. I mean, I'm trying to think. I think the best thing, I mean, we've only done them maybe 5 or 6 times. We got that Joe Montana rookie auto. That was awesome. That was a really nice card. But we've pulled some pretty cool stuff out of there. And they're fun, too. Yeah. So, yeah, keep an eye out. Like I said, it's funny you said it because I did just buy it last week. But I don't know. I think with Thanksgiving, they were backed up. I don't think a lot of people work there. I think it's a small operation, so they take a little time. All right, nice one for the Mariners. Yeah, because it's Supercharged Series 2. It's their Series 2 box. We did a couple of the Series 1s. This is the Series 2 box that's coming next. And there's like I was looking at the sell sheet with the crazy stuff. They have like a Babe Ruth cut and Tony Hawk board you can get, like a Tony Hawk skateboard you can get. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff, so. All right, for the 20s, Armando Alvarez on the Sandstorm. Paul Skeens All-Star. Hae-Sung Kim throwback. And Acuna on the black gold Texas T. Gonna make some room over here. All right, last pack of the first box. James Woods. Are we going to get a third autograph from this box? Wow, nice. Kai Busch rookie throwback for the White Sox. It's 3 autos and a relic from this box. Chris H. Here you go, buddy. We like bonus hits. We'll take them every time. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Adam Frazier rainbow foil. And Eugenio Suarez on the All-Star. If I could just put it in the right pile. Lou Gehrig throwback. And Hideki Matsui first pitch for the Yankees. All right, 3 autos in a relic in the first box. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, box number 2. Mambo number 5. So this weekend over on eBay, we got plenty of Allen and Ginter. I got the Allen and Ginter X stuff in already, too, which I was shocked. I didn't think I was coming in for a few weeks, so I didn't put any up this weekend. I'm probably going to put one over here on the website. If you guys haven't seen it, it's Alan Ginter X. They did a collab with Mitchell and Ness. And there's like special Mitchell and Ness autos. You can even hit like relics from them, like signed jerseys and all kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So, a lot of Alan Ginter this weekend. More updates. We do have one more case. Those 23 Bowman Chrome Megas we're going to do. What else? What else? What else? We got a bunch of stuff. So, check us out over on eBay. Also, for eBay Live this weekend. And, of course, whenever we finish filling that Pick Your Team Alan Ginter that's up there now, we'll break over here. Hey, we could do it tonight. There's only 10 teams left. Be happy to do it tonight. All right, veteran combo 215 of 250 for the Yanks. City Boys, key sluggers in the New York lineup, Jazz and Judge. Jose Fairman for the Angels. Another Eugenio Suarez All-Star. Marcelo Mayer, throwback rookie. And another Cunha black gold. That's two of them. Black gold, Texas T. Can't help myself. I was thinking that every time I hear black gold, I just think of the Beverly Hillbillies. Yankees is Brian. Just thought of, let me check something. Wow, for the Rockies again. Wow, Robert, if I'm not mistaken, you have some of this guy. I feel like we've pulled a lot of Mickey Moniacs this year. Mickey Moniak to 25. I know I've pulled more than a few of them so far. Mickey Moniak's like the bane of my existence, being a Phillies fan. For Robert, 18 to 25. That'll get you a buck on the open market, my friend. Ryan Rollison, rookie, silver. Ryan O'Hearn, all-star. Chandler Simpson, throwback. And Babe Ruth, Bleacher Reachers. It's just weird. I swear, I feel like I've pulled like his entire rainbow. Other than the one of one, I've pulled like every one of his this year out of update. It's so strange. He's got a lot of nice hits and a lot of Mickey Moniacs. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Another Rocky. Chase Dollander, rookie at Major League material. For the Dodgers, Blake Treinen on the Snowstorm. Matt Olson, All-Star. Max Muncy, rookie throwback. And Mike Trout on the Night Terror. Is he? You know, it's funny, like, I mean, I've talked about this with him before. I mean, there's no secret that if he was like a 5th-round pick, he never would have made it to the MLB, you know, because, I mean, he was a first overall pick. Like, they spent so much money on him, even though it wasn't a great draft year, and most people didn't think he should be the #1 pick, and some people didn't even think he should be a first rounder. But, like, I knew this kid who used to coach my son, who played at Louisville, and he was a 5th-round draft pick at Tampa Bay. And he signed with like a $600,000 signing bonus and this and that. He got cut like 2 years in. And honestly, his numbers were better than Mickey Moniak's. But it's all about investment, you know. They gave the kid like $9 million or whatever. It's like, there's no way we're ever cutting this kid. So luckily he actually made it. And he hasn't been bad the last few years in the MLB. I mean, he's just kind of a journeyman player. But certainly a hell of a lot better than anyone thought he was going to be when he was in the minors. All right, what do we got here? We got a Dalton rushing home field advantage for the Dodgers. For my buddy Andrew. There you go. Nice hit, buddy. Dalton rushing rookie. Maldonado on the rainbow foil. And a Buxton All-Star. Matt Shaw. Throwback, and a Mike Trout Bleacher Reachers. La da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da. You should never worry about a break, man. Breaks are fun. Home field advantage, Dalton rushing rookie. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right. See, I get punchy if I go a few days without opening cards. I get giddy when I get to open them again. All right, Pozo. Connor Joe to 2025 for the Reds. And Michael Otanzi, rookie for the A's. And Brent Rooker, All-Star. Chase Dollander, throwback. And Ethan Levine for the Mets on the first pitch. That's the first one of him I've seen. Interesting. We've had a bunch of Jeters and a bunch of other guys, but that's the first time I've seen his. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. My friend, if I could pull a good hit for every team, every pack, that's all I want. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. I'm afraid to say. Jim has the Reds. It's his team. 673 of 2025. Come on, give us another thickie. A better thickie this time. Not that the other thickie was horrible, but just a better one. Look at that. Oh, I called it. Look at that. I called that right there. I swear to God, I had no idea. We get another thickie. I love it. Come on. Card gods are listening tonight, baby. All right, let's see what it is this time. Hopefully it'll be something a little crazier than the last one. Again, not that the last one was horrible, but, you know. I swear to God, I didn't know it. Look, sometimes I can pick up packs and feel something. I had no idea that the thickie was in there. This is our second thickie of the break. Good luck. Here we go. Oh, boy. Look at that thing. For the Bravos. Who's got Mike? Wow, I love these, man. That is just a pretty card. Austin Riley, 5 of 50 on the Topps flagship patch autograph. Very nice. Congrats to Mike, man. Nice hit. I think Mike's a new guy, too. Or newer, anyway. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, these flagship patch autos are beautiful. We pulled a Bobby Witt last week. Same one. We've pulled, I feel like isn't a break we've gone without pulling something like this. I mean, it's been crazy this year. Wilmer Flores, Sandstorm. Will Smith, All-Star Game. Aaron Judge for the Yanks, throwback. And Dylan Cruz, Mystical. Beauteous. Beauteous. You know what? Man, I still can't get over it. This thumb is really, like, I don't know if you can see how red it is. It's still infected. Oh, my God. It's been like a week now. They're going to have to cut my thumb off. Then we'd have a real problem. I'd really have to learn how to re-break. The funny thing was, I had it wrapped and Neosporin and everything on it, and then I forgot to wash my hands. So I went and washed my hands right before the break, and it got all wet. I was like, I got to take it off. I don't have another one up here with me. Yeah, with the lidocaine in it, that stuff works, man. Because it was hurting last week, and I was like, damn. All right, Lugo on the Sandstorm, and Acuna All-Star. Mackenzie Gore, a throwback, and MVP Ernie Banks, 1958. Oh, nice. That's a nice hit, man. He's one of those guys, like, I'm a firm believer that Pete Alonso is one of those guys whose value is going to come either late in his career or after he's retired. Because for the player he is and what he's done, his card values aren't anywhere near what I think they should be. I'm not saying he should be through the roof, but, like, if you really go and look at Pete Alonso's cards, like, they're not expensive at all. I have some that I'm just resigned to the fact I'm going to hold on for till whenever, because I have to assume when he gets in the Hall of Fame or something one day, his cards are going to be worth a lot more than they are now. It's funny, I have this one posted on eBay, too, for sale, and I get offers on it, I swear to God, almost every day, and people just totally lowball it. I never accept. But I'm amazed, you know. Evan Kravitz to 150 for the Reds. Like, you know, they offer like $25, $20. I'm like, really? It's like a Pete Alonso. It's a Topps auto to like 99 or 75. I mean, it's a nice auto. Like, I'm just floored that that's all he gets. All right, Levi Jordan on the Sandstorm. Paul Skeens All-Star. Ernie Banks, a throwback. And, you know what's weird? There's this mark on these cards on the back here. But I guess it's supposed to be part of the design. It always looks like a dimple for some reason. Kershaw, MVP 2014. Yeah, it's weird. He's just one of those guys. You know who's another one? And I get that he's like kind of past his prime a little bit now. I mean, not past his prime, but I mean, he's on the backside of his career. Paul Goldschmidt. He's a guy who's won an MVP, been, and look, he was cursed with the fact that he played in Arizona at the beginning of his career, which is like, especially if you want to sell cards, you know, don't have anyone who plays in Arizona because they don't command anything. But like, he's another guy that I'm always shocked at. Like, he's had a Hall of Fame career. Cards don't sell for much. Like, you know, you assume when he gets in the Hall of Fame one day, they'll be worth more. You know, just hold on to it and hope, or maybe he does something spectacular all of a sudden. All right, Arias for Miami. For Robert to 2025. And we got an all-star Stitches of PCA for the Cubbies. For Bill. There you go, bud. Pete Crow Armstrong all-star game. All-star Stitches relic. Kevin Pillar rainbow foil. Jason DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom. If I can learn to talk. Verlander throwback, and Juan Soto black gold. You said it, Texas T. I mean, there's other players like that too, like over the years. I mean, and again, some of them, like I said, like Goldschmidt. I mean, not that he's, you know, he's just kind of on the downside of his career. Arenado was another guy who was like that. I think it was because he played in Colorado. I mean, don't get me wrong, like his first Bowman card's worth a lot of money, but beyond that, his cards never really sold for that much. And I mean, he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day, multiple MVP, this and that, whatever. Like, that's why it's funny how much where you play is as important as how you play for your value in cards. Like, and we've talked about this before. Years ago, there was this kid, and I'm not going to remember his name. I've been through this like 10 times before. And he played for Seattle. 1085 of 2025 for Miami. And he got traded to the Yankees. And overnight, he was a prospect, you know, and his first Bowman card, he wasn't a crazy prospect or anything. He was just kind of like middle of the road. But literally overnight, his cards went from being like selling for like $20 to selling for $40 just because he got traded to the Yankees. You know, it's amazing how the team affects values of cards too. Now, granted, the Yankees probably have, or the Dodgers or whoever, have the most people, you know, most fans too, but that can't be the only reason. There's something else to it. Yeah, that's true. He'll definitely get a bump if he goes to the Yankees, like I just said. Everybody does. It's funny too, because I forget who that kid was. He was a prospect, and this was like 5 years ago. I don't ever remember hearing that kid's name again. So I don't think he's either still in the minors or out of baseball. So. All right, our last regular pack. Let's see what we got here. Alexander Canaria on the Sandstorm. And Casey Mize All-Star. Shohei Ohtani on the throwback. And Jacob Wilson, rookie on the Night Terrors for the A's. All right, silver pack action. Let's see. So when we started silver packs, we didn't do very well. Now the last case or so, the silver packs have been phenomenal. So let's see what we got tonight. You can find yourself a very nice Nick Kurtz auto in here. We had one last week. All right, Miggy, Dylan Cruz rookie, Aaron Judge, and Austin Riley for the Bravos. Kristen Campbell, rookie. Greg Maddux, Sammy Sosa, and Darryl Strawberry for the Mets. All right, come on. Don't make a liar out of me, Topps. Give us something. Moises for the Cubs. DiMaggio, Springer, and Caleb Durbin for the Brew Crew. 72 of 99 on the Caleb Durbin rookie. For John. Yeah, you think Skeen stuff is worth a lot now. Wait till he goes to the Yankees. It's funny. I had Thanksgiving dinner with some relatives from Pittsburgh, and that's all they could talk about. Like, we were talking about the salary cap, how there needs to be a salary cap in baseball, and they're convinced that there needs to be like a floor cap that the owners have to spend too, because the guy's so cheap in Pittsburgh. All right, Griffey, Acuna, Willie Mays, and Max Muncy. All right, one nice little card out of the silver packs, but nothing crazy there. All right, folks, as always, you guys are the best. My website, guys, are the best. So I thank you so much for going to our website. Please continue to do so. It always helps to build things up more. We're getting new faces. We're getting new names. It's a process, and I've been bad this year. I know I've been up and down. I've been on top of it, and then I've let it kind of slide for a while, and then been back on top of it. And we're going to try and keep on top of it and keep building it and growing it. The ultimate goal one day would be to only have the website, which would be awesome. All right, bear with me for a minute. Put a little hit recap together. And then we will take 5 while I clean this mess up and then come back for Pro Debut. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it, buddy. Excuse me. Choking on my cough drop. Ugh. That's the worst. Goes down the wrong pipe. Don't mind me. I'm going to hack like an idiot now for the next 5 minutes. Hey. Okay. Good amount of numbered cards in these couple boxes. Oh, God, excuse me. All right, hit recap. If I can get through it without choking up a lung. For 2025 Topps Update, third jumbo case break number 305. Okay, a bunch of rando stuff that'll all get top loaded. Black golds of De La Cruz, Acuna 2 times, and Juan Soto. Mysticals of Kyle Tucker and Dylan Cruz. Bleacher Reachers, McGuire, Ruth, and Trout. Night Terrors of Matt Shaw, Cruz, Trout, and Jacob Wilson. Rainbow Foils, Lyle, Peterson, Singer, Willie McIver, Adam Frazier, Jose Fairman, Ryan Rollison, and Martin Maldonado, Mitchell Otanzi, and Kevin Pilar. Oh, is that? No. Our Sandstorms of Birdie, Schwallenbach, Carlson, Hoglund, Alvarez, Training, Flores, Jordan, Lugo, and Canario. We had a short print, home field advantage for Dalton Rushing rookie for the Dodgers. Numbered parallels to 2025, Arias, Joe, and Tawa. Jesus. DeGrom on the fuchsia, not numbered. To 250, Eric Haas and the Yankees. To 150, Evan Kravitz for the Reds. For the Brewers, Caleb Durbin, rookie, to 99. Thairo Estrada to 99. Andres Munoz to 50. And Mickey Ammoniak to 25. And hits. Jesus. PCA on the All-Star Stitches. Chase Dollander, Major League Material. Ben Rice, Orange, Major League Material to 25. 7 of 25 for the Yankees, and that's a thickie. Autographs, Blake Dunn, rookie. Riley Green for the Tigers. Kai Bush, and we did have a bonus. The Austin Riley 5 of 50 Relic Auto. Topps flagship patch auto. Very nice one for the Bravos. All right, guys, thanks again so much for joining me. I'll be back in 5 with Pro Debut. Have a good one. Later. Bye.